Please, who is there? Can I get my tablet? Yeah. Good evening and welcome to today's class. Today's class will be for the GSS2 students, and it is going to be a continuation of our previous classes on whole numbers. So I'll just wait for one or two to join us, and then we'll begin the class. Please, if you are on, you just use the comment section and introduce yourself. Let me know who is online. Just tell me your name, and then when I have those I'm expecting, we'll begin the class. Just use the comment section. If you can hear me, let me know who is online. Good evening once again. Yes, if you can hear me, let me know who is online. Kindly introduce yourself. Kindly introduce yourself if you're online. Kindly indicate if you are online, please. Okay, if you're online, please kindly use the comment section to introduce yourself. Let me know who is online. Let me know who is online. Use the comment section. Okay, I think Miss Ebong is online. Okay, Miss Ebong, good evening and welcome to today's class. Today's class is a continuation of our previous classes on whole numbers. So in today's class, we shall be looking at whole numbers in standard form. At the last class, I introduced you into standard forms where I gave you some numbers and in ordinary forms and how they can be converted from ordinary forms to standard forms. In today's class, we shall look at how to convert or express whole numbers in standard form. But before we go into that, what do we understand by standard form? What do you understand by standard form? You must have been hearing of standard form, but what do you term standard form? Okay, so I will put it that a number is said to be in standard form if it can be expressed in the form A, beg your pardon, just a minute. My pen is going off. Okay, a number is said to be expressed in standard form if a number is said to be in standard form if it can be expressed in the form A times 10 raised to the power of n, where A is said to be a number within the range of 1, a number greater than 1, but less than 10. So any number that can be expressed in this form, A times 10 raised to the power of n, is said to be in standard form. And I have given you so many examples. For example, I gave you the example. I gave you this. Let's have it to be 4 times 10 raised to the power of 2. This is said to be in standard form, where 4 is a number that lies between 1 and 10. 10 is not inclusive, and n is said to be either a positive or a negative whole number. And in this case, this is a whole number, so this is said to be in standard form. Or when we have a number 4 times 10 raised to the power of minus 3, this is said to be in standard form because 4 is greater than 1 but less than 10, and minus 3 is said to be a negative whole number. Numbers like 4.2 times 10 raised to the power of 3 is also said to be in standard form because 4.2 is a number that lies between 1 and 10, and n is said to be a positive whole number. But numbers that are not in standard form, for example, 42 times 10 raised to the power of 3 is said not to be in standard form. Why is it not in standard form? It is not in standard form because 42 is a number greater than 10. So it has not met the first condition. Remember, I gave you 2 conditions, that for a number to be in standard form, it must lie between 1 and 10, and the value of n must be either a positive or a negative whole number. Now, the value of n is a positive whole number, which is one of the criteria, but 42 is not a number that lies between 1 and 10. So this is said not to be in standard form. Okay? So for you to express this in standard form, then you need to have it to be equal to 4.2 times 10 raised to the power of 4. Why? Because we move the decimal point a step to the left, and the power of n or the power of 10 increases. So if you express a number like this, it is said to be what? In standard form. Now, why do we need to express whole numbers in standard form? If 2 numbers are given and you're asked to compare them, for example, if you have numbers like 5000 and it's going to take you a longer time to differentiate which is which is greater than the other. Reason being that you then have to count the zeros. Okay, this is 70 million. You begin to check what's the value of this. This is 50 billion. Now, that is going to take a longer time to determine which is bigger than the other. But when you express these two numbers in standard form, you can therefore look at the powers of 10 and maybe the values of A to determine which is greater. For example, if I'm to express this in standard form, this is going to be 5 times 10 raised to the power of, how many zeros do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is said to be 5 times 10 raised to the power of 10, while the second number is said to be 7 times 10 raised to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 raised to the power of 7. Ordinarily looking at this, I can then tell that 5 times 10 raised to the power of 10 is greater than 7 times 10 raised to the power of 7. Why or how did I get that? One, first of all, look at their powers. The one with the greater power is said to be of greater value. Now, but what if both of them are said to be in the same, they're said to have the same powers of 10? For example, this becomes 5 times 10 raised to the power of 11, and we have 7 times 10 raised to the power of 11. Once their exponents or their powers are said to be equal, for you to know which is greater than the other, then look for the value of A, which is the whole number. You discover that 7 is greater than 5. Automatically, this is said to be of greater value than this. So, standard form enables us to identify which is greater, and also, just like I said at the previous class, it enables us to carry out mathematical operations on these numbers easily. So, we shall be looking at expressing whole numbers in standard forms. So, we have some examples which I will give you. Example 1. We are asked to express the following numbers in standard form. We are to express the following numbers in standard form. A, we have 5 million. B, 7 billion 200 million. And C, 327,000. We have to express these in standard form. Now remember, at the last class, we said 5 million can be expressed as 5 times a million. And this becomes 5 times 1 million, of which 1 million has already been expressed as 10 to the power 6. So definitely, this is said to be 5 times 10 to the power 6. Number 2, 7,200,000 can be expressed in standard form. Now, I'm not going to expand it in this form, but rather, I'll just move straight ahead to expressing it in standard form. And how do you do that? You express it as 7.2. Remember, I said the number must be expressed in the form A times 10 raised to the power of n, where A is a number that falls between 1 and 10. So, if I had written 72, it wouldn't have been in standard form because 72 will be said to be greater than 10, sorry. But even if I had expressed it to be 0.7, 0.72 is less than 1. So, you need to move the decimal point until it gets to until it falls after the first significant figure. Now, all we are saying is, if you move this, ordinarily the decimal point is here. So this is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, so that in standard form, this can be expressed to be 7.2 times 10 raised to the power of 9, which is the number of times. The power now is dependent on the number of times the decimal point is moved. If I had moved the decimal point 8 times, just like I said, it becomes 72 times 10 raised to the power of 8. But it's said not to be in standard form because the first condition is not met. So it is only when it is in 7.2 times 10 raised to the power of 9 that it is said to be in standard form. But in some cases, I will be expressing it as 72, in as much as it is not in standard form, but it can aid us to simplify our work. C, this is said to be 327,000. 327,000 can be expressed in standard form as 3.27 times 10 raised to the power of, how many times did I move the decimal point? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this becomes times 10 raised to the power of positive 5. Now, positive 5 in the sense that I moved the decimal point 5 times to my left. I'm going to give you more examples where we are going to move the decimal points to the right when we deal with numbers that are less than 1. And in such cases, the powers of 10 is going to be negative. So this is how you can express numbers in standard form. If you are with me, please kindly comment on it. Kindly say that on the comment section. Are you with me? Did you understand what I have said, Ms. Ebong? If you are with me, kindly say yes so that I can continue. Ms. Ebong, are you with me? Do you understand all I have said? Ms. Ebong, I'd like you to respond. Kindly respond, please. I have just given you an example on how to express numbers in standard form. So do you understand? Okay, let me give you an exercise. So kindly do this. I want you to express these numbers in standard form. 1, you have 70,000, 2, 50, 3, 4 million, 5, 4, sorry, 4, 4,900,000, and 5 billion. Okay, can you express this in standard form? And give me your answers at the comment section. You can drop them one at a time. Number 1 before you go to number 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let me see your answers. So this is an exercise for you to do. Don't forget to like this stream. You can like it and then send to viewers out there. You can send to your friends so that they can also join us in this class. So I'm waiting for you. Use the comment section to submit your answers. What is the answer to question number 1? Okay. Number 1, you said it's 7 times 10 raised to the power of 4. That's good. Number 2, you got number 1. What's the answer to number 2? Okay, number 2, you said is 2, 5 times 10 to power 1. Okay, that's correct. Number 3, what's the answer to question number 3? Number 3, 4 times 10 to power 6. Correct? That's correct. So what do you have for 4 and 5? If you are just joining us, you can go ahead and attempt the questions on the board. Let's see if we can express the following numbers in standard forms. Miss Ebon, what's the solution to question number 4? Question to number 4. Answer to question number 4, please. If you are just joining this live, kindly introduce yourself under the comment section. Let me know your name and where you're chatting, where you are watching us from. Number 4, you said it's 9 times 10 to power 6. Okay, 4.9 times 10 to power 6. Okay, that's correct. Good. And number 5? Number 5. 5 times 10 raised to the power of what? 9. Okay, good. Good. Excellent. Good. You got it. Okay, that means you are actually following what I'm teaching. So let's move ahead. So this is correct. The answers you gave in the comment section, they are all correct. This is equal to 7 times 10 to power 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 times 10 to power 4. And this is said to be 5 times 10 to power 1, because the decimal point is moved just one time. And this is said to be 4 times 10 to power 6. When you count the number of zeros you have, or the number of digits you have before the first significant figure, it gives you the power of 10, and that is 6. This is equal to, this is 4.9, because you move the decimal point to this point. It gives you 4.9 times 10 to power 6. Is that what you gave as answer to question number 4? Okay, and this is equal to 5 times 10 to power 369. So these are the solutions to the answer. Ms. Ebon, I hope that's what you gave me. Okay, beautiful. Don't forget to like this live as you watch. Okay, now we shall solve more examples on this, where we'll take some kind of tricky questions. Let's take more. I'll solve some and then leave the rest for you to do. Number 6, we have number 7, okay, we shall then continue by solving questions number 6 to 20. So, for question number 6, expressing this in standard form, I'm going to move the decimal point until it gets to the place, until it falls behind the first significant figure or the first digit. So when you move the decimal point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, your answer then becomes 6.75 times 10 raised to the power of the number of times the decimal point is being moved, which is 8. Now, you will observe that in writing the value of A, I have to pick all the significant figure. Now, in this case, they are all significant, but you have to pick all the digits other than 0. So, the answer becomes 6.75 times 10 to the power 8. Because remember, I said this can be expressed as 6.75 times what? Times 100 million. So this can also be said to be 6.75 times 100 million, of which 100 million can be simplified to be equal to, let me rewrite this, 6.75 times 10 to the power 8. So this is how I got my answer. 7, we have to move the decimal point 1 because this can be said to be 6 times 10, and 6 times 10 is expressed as 6 times 10 to the power 1 because 6 times 10 will give you 60. Okay, so this is what you get in 7. In 8, 1. Remember, in index form, any number raised to the power 0 is said to be 1. But since we are dealing with standard form, it is expressed as 1a times 10 to the power n. So 10 to the power what gives us 1 is said to be 0. So this can be said to be 1 times 10 to the power 0, which you can express as 10 to the power 0. Number 9, we have 49. 49 in terms of index form can be said to be 4.9 times 10 to the power 1 because the decimal point is said to be moved 1 time to your left. Number 10, we have to express in standard form. This can be expressed as 4.25 times 10 to the power. This is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So it is being moved 15 times. That will be 4.25 times 10 raised to the power of positive 15. Because we are dealing with whole numbers, so all the powers of 10 are said to be positive. But when you are dealing with negative numbers or numbers less than 1, then we shall be having negative powers of 10. Number 11, 380 can be expressed in standard form as 3.8 times 10 raised to the power 2 because the decimal point is moved 2 times. While number 12, this gives us 7.2 times 10 raised to the power of, how many times will it be moved? This is 36, to be moved 6 times. Then for number 13, we have 165.9. Now this is a fraction, but it's also of a number greater than 1. This can be expressed moving the decimal point. Remember, I said you have to move the decimal point until it falls behind the first digit, and the number of times you move it determines the power of 10. So this is going to be 1.659 times 10 raised to the power of, how many times will it be moved? 2 times. So times 10 raised to the power of 2. While question number 14 is equal to, now 9.34 is already a number that falls between 1 and 10. So moving it forward, it gives you a number less than 10. Or moving it backward, it gives you a number greater than 10. So what you do in this case is to write it as 9.34 times 10 raised to the power of 0. Reason being that the decimal point was not moved. 1. That's why it is times 10 raised to the power of 0. Also, 10 raised to the power of 0 is 1. And any number multiplied by 1 gives you itself. So, automatically, this is said to be in standard form. So, I'm going to leave question number 15 to 20 for you to solve. So, kindly use the comment section to give me solutions to question number 15 to 20. Diakon, hello from Sweden. You're welcome to our live class. I appreciate your presence here. Thank you for coming online. Let me know how you feel about the class. And also, I will appreciate it if you can drop solutions to the questions. After, you're welcome, and thanks for the likes. After, let me know where you're chatting from. Is that the right pronunciation? AFDAL. You're welcome. Please, where are you chatting from? Please don't forget to like this live as you watch. You can also share the link with your friends on Facebook or on TikTok, WhatsApp, whichever platform you can share it on. Share it so that they can also join us. This is a class that we'll keep having daily from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Okay, after, yes, that's nice. Where are you chatting from? From India. Wow, that's good. Welcome to today's class. I hope you are enjoying the class. Miss Ebong, I'm still waiting for your solutions. Ima, you're welcome. Let me know where you're chatting from. Ima, it's hard to pronounce what you wrote. Is it Coco? .18 times 10 to power 0. Okay, that's correct. Number 15 is correct. Ima, you are chatting from France. Okay, you don't understand English. Oh, sorry for that. Please kindly share the likes, kindly share the links with your friends. You can share it on Facebook, on WhatsApp, as well as on TikTok. or Instagram. We need more people to follow us. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Miss Ebon, I'm still with you. Miss Ebon, you said 15. I'm still waiting for 16. Question number 16. Solution to question 16. Ima, ça va? Ok. Ça va bien, merci. I have a little knowledge of French. I did French in my junior secondary. And I can still remember one or two things. Ça va means how are you? Abby, you're welcome. Abby, where are you chatting from? Good, Ima. Okay, Miss Ebon, you said 16 is 3 times 10 raised to power 5. Okay, correct. That's also correct. Ima, how is France today? Ima, do you understand English? Abi, good evening from Nigeria. I don't know what time it is in your location, but in here it is evening. And sorry, I don't understand what you are writing. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you are yet to do so. Miss Ebon, I'm still waiting for you. I would like us to finish all on conversion of whole numbers to standard form, so that in our next class we shall look at decimal fractions to standard form, or decimal numbers, how we can express them in standard form. Okay, number 17, you said is 6.735 times 10 raised to the power of 1. Number 17. Okay, correct. Question to number 17 is correct. Ima said, I'm going to revise my square roots anytime. Okay. We shall also have a class on squares and square roots. If you can be patient with us, Ima, when we get to that class, then you also tag along. But nevertheless, you can also follow us on this until we get that. If that is of paramount to you, you can also revise it pending when we get to it and you understand more from my own explanation or from my own point of view. And you can add it to what you already know. And that makes it beautiful. Okay, can you attempt any of the question on the board? The question says you should express these numbers in standard forms. I'm waiting for more solutions. You can also share the link. Share it to your friends and let them join us. Miss Ebong, I'm still waiting for you. Number 18, you said is 5.78 times 10 raised to the power of 11. Correct. Mr. Ebong, that's correct. Please don't forget to share the link, as well as to subscribe to the channel if you are yet to do so. Miss Ebong, let's see solution to question 19 and 20. Merot, hi, and welcome to today's class. Please, kindly let us know where you're chatting from. Merot, where are you chatting from? Let's know your location. We have questions on the board if you can attempt any. The question is you have to express each of these numbers in standard form. So let's see if you can attempt any of them. Express these numbers in standard form. Okay, Miss Ebong, you said answer to question number 19 is 9.3543 times 10 to power 3. Okay, beautiful. That's correct. Merot is chatting from Turkey. Wow, that's good. Welcome to today's class on mathematics. You're highly welcome. Do you understand English? Machik. Sorry if I didn't pronounce it very well. Hi, and where are you chatting from? Machik. Is that the correct pronunciation? Oh, you're from Poland. Nice meeting you. And how is Poland today? Wow, that's nice. Good, good, good. You are viewing me from Nigeria. And we are having a class session for students in junior secondary. Subsequently, we shall be having for other classes up to those in senior secondary, where we shall be dealing with calculus and other aspects of mathematics. So do you have any contribution for us? What's your goodwill to us? You can just wish us, say something about the class. And also, kindly subscribe to this channel if you are yet to do so. And also, we employ you to turn on the notification bell so as to be notified whenever we are having a live session like this or whenever a new video is being uploaded. You can also invite your friends. I love that. Thanks for having been here with us, Machik. Nice having you around. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Bye. Mr. Bong, I'm still waiting for your solution to question number 20. Don't forget to invite your friends as you leave. Okay, Mirrors, the question to these numbers on the board, you are asked to express them in standard form. These numbers are given in ordinary forms. You have to express them in standard form. And expressing a number in standard form, we said a number is said to be in standard form if it can be expressed in this form, if it can be expressed as a times 10 raised to the power of n, where a is a number that falls between 1 and 10, where a is greater than 1 but less than 10, and n is equal to positive or negative whole numbers. So you are to use this to express each of these numbers. So express each of these in this form using this as a guide. So let me see your solution. (9.03030) times 10 to power 2. Okay, that's correct, Miss Ebon. But also, you can do away with the last zeros. Okay, you can do away with the last zero because that zero is not significant. Okay, you can do without it. So there's no need putting it. You can just leave it as 9.0303 times 10 to power 2. But nevertheless, you are still correct. And nice attempt. And I hope you are doing it on your own with little or no assistance from anybody. Nice having done that. Okay, before we go, problems can come in this form where you are asked to write. The problem they come in word problems. Okay, for example, we have something like this. There's a question I saw and I said it would be nice for you to have knowledge of it. That how many seconds are there in 96 hours? How many seconds are there in 96 hours? If this is exercise 3, that how many seconds are there in 96 hours that we should express our answer in standard form. So we are asked to how many seconds are there in 96 hours, as well as to express your answer in standard form. Now, this is how you go about it. We know that an hour is said to be a multiple of minutes, and a minute is also said to be a multiple of seconds. So we are asked to express 96 hours in seconds. For we know that 96 hours, if 1 hour, if 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour, and 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute, then we have it that 1 hour will be equivalent to 60 times 60 seconds. But the question is asking us to convert 96 hours to seconds. So if 1 hour is equal to 60 times 60 seconds, which is equal to 3,600 seconds, then 96 hours will be equal to 96 times this. So we have it to be 96 times 3,600 seconds. So the question says we should leave our answers in standard form. So what you are expected to do is to first of all multiply this and leave your answer in standard form. But I'm going to express it in standard form and then multiply. So this is going to give me 96 times 36 times 10 raised to the power of 2. Reason being that I want to multiply this as whole numbers. Okay, so when you multiply 96 times 36, this is going to give us 6 times 6 is 36. You write down 6 and carry 3. 6 times 9 is 54. 54 plus 3 is 57. So this gives us 57. Multiply 3 by 6 is 18. You write down 8 and carry 1. 3 times 9 is 27. Plus 1 is 28. So adding both together, this gives us 6. 7 plus 8 is 15. Carry 1. This is 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. This is 14. Carry 1. And then 3. So this is equal to 3, 4, 5, 6 times 10 to the power 2. So expressing this, or this can also be said to be 3, 4, 5, 6 times 100, which gives you this. So we are asked to express our answer in standard form, and this is going to give us 3.456 times 10 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 10 to the power of 5 seconds. The unit is seconds. Okay, so this is going to be our answer. Most times the question may come in word problems. Okay, so you have to follow the instructions as given in the question, and then you arrive at your answer. The question says we should find how many seconds we have in 96 hours, and we should also express them or express it in standard form. And that is what I just did. Do you understand that, Miss Ebong? And those online? Do you understand that? Okay? Nev Bacta, you're welcome. Did I get that correct? Okay, Merot. Merot, what you got is not in standard form because 3,456 is not a number that falls between 1 and 10. So I think it's wrong. Look at what I did. Okay? So you see the correct answer there. Kindly go through the solution and get the right answer. Yes? Now you said it's easy. Now where are you chatting from? This is a class meant for those in JSS2. Okay. Nice. Please don't forget to like this live and also subscribe to our channel if you are yet to do so. And turn on your notification bell so as to be notified whenever we're having a live class, as well as whenever a new video is being uploaded. Let's know how you feel about our classes. So, Ms. Ebong, do you understand? Let me hear you from the comment section. You're welcome, Merot. Miss Ebong, are you with me? Miss Ebong, you said you don't think you are correct on 20. Yes, I have given you my observation on question number 20. But you are 99% correct. The only area I think you missed it is on the last zero. Okay? So that last zero should not have come in because it's not significant. Okay, that brings us to the end of today's class. In today's class, we have been able to look at conversion of whole numbers or expressing whole numbers in standard form. In our next class, we shall then look at decimal numbers in standard forms, where we have numbers. These are numbers that are less than 1. If you observe all the examples I have been solving, as well as the exercises I have been given, they are all numbers that are greater than 1. So in our next class, which will be tomorrow, we shall look at decimal numbers in standard forms, how to express decimal numbers in standard forms, which are smaller numbers. So let us know how you feel about today's class, and you can also share the link with your friends and invite them so that they can also participate in this class, while we encourage you to subscribe to our channel if you're yet to do so, and also turn on the notification bell so as to be notified whenever a new video is being uploaded. We have so many videos on this channel which you can watch at your spare time, and let us know how you feel about the class in your comment section, and we can then try to see how we can make it better for you and for others out there. Thank you for being in today's class, and see you tomorrow for a new class. Do have a nice day.